folks, and welcome to my channel. So I was sat this morning thinking I wanted to do one of these daily reads again, but I'm not going to put dates on them because I think that can be very limiting. So they're no longer going to have dates on them, and they're no longer going to be every single day, just as and when I feel that there's a really important message that wants to come through. So I was pondering this whilst having breakfast, which included good old lady cacao, and I was like, what are we going to be looking at in today's readings? And I heard the words, what do your guides and what does the universe want you to know at this time? So whenever you're drawn to watch this video, this message is for you then. So what is it that your guides, your universe, the universe, higher self wants you to know? This could be about a certain situation in your life. It could be guidance. It could be about you. It could be about your internal world. It may even resonate with you in relation to the external world, the global world. Some of these readings may resonate, some aspects may, and some aspects may not resonate, and that's fine. So let's start with the tarot, and then we'll go to the oracle cards. I'm going to be using the Tarot of Traditions, and I'm also going to be using the Shaman's Dream by Alberto Villoldo and Colette Baron Reid. We've got one card, we've got two cards that have flown out. Are you strong enough to follow your dreams? Interesting. If I said to you, that can be a success. And even if it isn't, even if it falls flat on its ass, it's still a success. Because even if it goes wrong, it's teaching you something that's invaluable. Imagine if we looked at things like that. Imagine if we thought, do you know what? I'm going to set up a YouTube channel. And if it goes, it goes. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. Whatever it does, whatever it brings to the table is going to be a success. Because I'll either fly and flourish or I'll learn something. And even if you fly and flourish, you'll learn something. Imagine how that changes the game. So if you're sat there pondering your wishes, your dreams, your heart's desire, imagine putting that thought process into it instead of, I'm scared it's not going to work. I'm scared it's going to fail. I'm scared I'm not good enough. Imagine if we looked at it and gone, even if it falls flat on its ass, it'll still be the gift. Well, that's it. Reading done. See you later. I'm only joking. That is biblical. That is transformational. And that takes strength. So you're being asked to step into your strength with this and step into different forms of mindsets. Often when I'm doing a one-to-one, some of you'll say, you always talk about alchemizing in your readings, Claire, on YouTube and Instagram. What is alchemizing? That's alchemizing. So it's thought processes, actions. Yeah. Not letting our past stuff here, traumas, old stories rule the show. Or as well, some of you are facing other people's angst, other people's unhealed trauma. And that's putting you off facing your dreams. Interesting. So we've got the success card at the bottom, the celebration. And you know, as well, I'm thinking for some of you who may be on a bit of a roll with things not working out, there's something here about learning how to nurture yourself and how to treat yourself and honor yourselves when we perceive that we have failed. Do you go, oh, F it? That's it, I'm never doing this again. Do you go out on a bender? Do you self-sabotage? Do you blame the world, blame the elite, blame this, blame that? Or do you quietly, compassionately nurture yourself? And then, when you're strong enough, come back again? Or do we use it as an excuse to sabotage, overindulge, practice reckless behaviour? Oh, this is a deep one, isn't it? It's a deep one. Page of Wands, perspective, new beginnings. And look at this, that no matter what happens, we can change. We can, and it may be that you had a dream about something. I mean, this could be something to do with your past that's still rumbling on. Maybe you had a dream about something and it needed tweaking, and that's what the answer is, to tweak it, to change. Four of Swords, release. retreat, healing. The Four of Swords is the Three of Swords there, the heartbreak, and the Ace of Swords there, his truth. What's my truth? What has that heartbreak taught me? What has that failure taught me? That's my strength. That's my truth. Do you know also as well where you get your strength from? As well as the good times, because good times are great, but it's those difficult times. So those difficult times that you've experienced in your past, or if you're experiencing them now, that's the gift that keeps on giving. I often say this to people. It's really easy to get all love and light and unicorns and all meditation and Zen and all of that good stuff we love when we're in a meditation circle, when we're in a Reiki session or a mentoring session, or we're in some type of a cacao ceremony, a ritual, or whatever, or a retreat, or yoga, or Pilates. It's so easy to get into that buzz moment. But what is hard is when you're faced with a toxic boss, or when you're faced with a house repair that comes in. So, what if the universe is bringing that stuff in, letdowns, trauma, pain, things needing repairing, for us to actually step into? Wow, this hurts. I'm a little bit scared of this. What's going to come of it? But what's it also going to show me? What's it going to bring to the table? Quite a while ago, I gave a video explaining what 3D, 4D, and 5D are. It's this. You wake up, there's a big meeting at work. You go to your car, you switch your car on, and it's not working, right? 3D reaction is this is shit. I hate my life. Oh my God, I'm going to be in trouble. Rage at the partner, rage at the kids, cry, slam the door. I hate this car. I'm sick of this. Why me? Shout at the mechanic because he can't fit you in till tomorrow, and it spirals. That's 3D. Or it's going internal and all that angst going internal, festering. That's 3D. 4D is a little bit of that and going, oh, right, okay. I can get through this. I can actually get through this. What is this teaching me? I've had my moment. I can come through it. 5D is, and this takes work, honestly. 5D is, wow, this is going to be teaching me something. And when you can get to that, and it takes practice, and it's not a click of a switch. When you can get to that, it stops all of that trauma and pain going through the body, the mind, and the soul. Cuts all that shit out. And you go straight into the biblical side, not there's the religious side, but you know what I mean? Into that aha moment, the light bulb moment. And actually that's when it starts to evolve. Yeah. The moon, the shadow, working with the shadow. The moon also represents the feminine. And feminine is about flow. I'm getting a lot as well that people are exhausted with this shadow work. I'm sick of shadow work. I'm sick of being faced with this. Maybe that's also shadow work. You go onto your group chat today and you find out you've been deleted, or you find out they've all set something up behind your back or whatever, or something's been said on a group chat, and you're like, 3D rage. 3D, I'm taking myself off. And actually, sometimes 5D can be taking yourself off something as well. So it's about looking at the situation. How am I going to react to this? Or am I going to go, well, they were a great bunch while they were there. They helped me. They brought this to the table. They gave me something to do. But I know that they've gone from my life now because there's another friend coming in, or another group of friends, or a friendship with myself that needs to be formed so that I can meet the right type of people in the future. That's alchemy. It's not, not seven of swords. It's not 10 of swords where we're backstabbed, where we're in the mix of it. Where I can't see the universe. The universe wants to come in and help, but I can't because all those swords are in my back, holding me back, and I can't rise up. I don't feel I can rise up. The high priestess, which is intuition. What is my intuition trying to tell me? I'm balancing my reactions, balancing what I give, balancing what I receive. So, what is the universe trying to show you, tell you to step into your strength and your power? To know that a failure is not a failure, it's just another lesson, another perspective. And imagine if we could really put that into all of these situations. I want to go for a new job, but I'm scared of not getting it in the job interview. Or what if I mess the job interview up? So what? You've then got to trust that that was meant to happen because that wasn't the job for you. And that changes the game. And that's when you can start having fun with life. I want to go on this date with this person, but what if they, yeah. So what? Get dressed up, go out. It's just another experience. And when humanity starts to get into this, it's going to change the game. It'll change the world. Um, the labels of which we put on things. Trusting yourself more as well. Maybe some of you are dealing with some parent wounds, mum wounds, dad wounds. Maybe you were not told to. Maybe you were an intuitive child, a sensitive child, a psychic child, and it was bashed out of you in some way. So you've lost the ability to trust yourself. And then you went out into the world and you made wrong decisions in relation to relationships, friendships, work, and it's knocked you down. I can't do that because of look at this. Look at my mum and dad were right. I am this. No, you're not. It's bullshit. Um, Needing to balance that, needing to balance what you give in the world. Also, as well, the universe wants you to be aware of where you're putting your energy. And I'm feeling this as well. It's so easy to get on TikTok, doom scroll, doom scroll. It's so easy to think, what's happening with this in the world, or what's happening with that in the world, or to start worrying about somebody close to you. And if I said to you, let me have a look, what have I got? That can I show you? I've got a crystal here. Say that crystal's full of water. Okay, it's full to the brim of water. But every time that crystal, and that what the crystal needs the water to do its stuff. But every time that crystal worries about something globally, it loses some water. Every time that crystal goes on TikTok, it loses some water. Every time that crystal worries about somebody within their lives, it loses some water. Every time that crystal thinks about something from the past it can't change, it loses its water. And then by the end of the day, it's empty. You'd freak out. Well, that's what we're doing. That's what you can, and we're feeling it more. I can feel it now when I have a moment. If I sink into something, you can feel it. You can feel it, and then you bring yourself back again. So where am I putting my energy? So the universe wants you to be aware of where you're putting your energy. What can I change? What can't I change? And if I can't change the outside world, can I change something on the internal world? And many of you as well with the global stuff for various reasons are really feeling it at the minute. And yes, you can do things like being a good citizen, volunteering, donations, but sending positive thoughts and vibes and all of that stuff. Or if you're in these places, you may be able to help. But ultimately, it's how can I nurture myself through this? How I'm hearing as well, how can I validate myself? Because there's a lot of that at the minute. You shouldn't be thinking that. You shouldn't be saying that. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing this. And this is affecting humanity. So you don't feel validated. Ooh. Winter's dream gestation period. So I know I'm in the winter periods. We're going to be required to live more seasonally. So it may not be the time for that. This could be a percolation time, a gestation time. Clarity and organization, a tidy house. So what can I deal with in the house? Maybe spirit want you to get your house in order, your paperwork in order, to declutter, starting to think about stepping into the new season coming up. You know, if you're in the winter, starting to think now as we step into, as we get further into January and into February, we're starting to think about how am I going to spring forward in the spring? What's holding me back within my home? Same for the southern hemisphere as you go into autumn. Do you want to go into autumn where it's all cluttered around you? Or do you want to be able to relax with your special books, your special movies, your favourite pieces of music, in your favourite armchair with a good cover? Do you know what I mean? Not where it's chaos, because how can you hibernate in chaos? So, no matter where you are on the earth plane, the changes are needed within the home, getting the home ready. And if you are focusing and obsessing over global stuff, Spirit want you to come back to your hearth and your home. Number one is the new beginning. We can lose a lot of time scrolling on our phones and on our tablets and think about that, hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, for that whole day that could go. Where imagine, and by the end of that day, it's like, well, I'm no further forward. I'm just more stressed than I were 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, an hour ago at the beginning of the day. Whereas if you could focus on your own life and your own things, that's where your power lies. Also, as well, for those of you that are thinking about decorating, house renovation, now is the time. And maybe a lot of you as well are feeling the urge to change things in your home or even move home because you've had such an upgrade. The new you needs a new setup, okay? Lay of the land, ancestral wisdom, that you are not doing this alone, that there is ancestral wisdom around you. Gathering around again, the power of community. Some of you are feeling lonely. There's a bit of a truth bomb coming here. There's been an aspect of you that's pushed people away. That's fine. We do that now and again. But now it's up to you to get yourself back out into the world. I'm feeling that quite strongly, that some of you have pushed people away in the past, but now it's up to you, because I don't think that people are going to be contacting you to go out. Maybe there's new connections or healing past connections. So getting out of the house into community. Online communities are great, like the comment section on here. And that's great, but sometimes you need that physical connection. So when you go out, rather than, I do this, I'm shocking for it, and it's something I'm working on, is you put your head down because you don't want to talk to your neighbours. Um, but actually, what's wrong with smiling at your neighbour? What's wrong with giving them a couple of minutes or 5 minutes? As this world crumbles, we're going to be needing more community connections. The initiation, the crossing. Maybe you're being tested. Maybe you're being tested. What if you're being tested? Say you're going to do something, but your spirit go, okay, let's test you. See if you really mean it. See if you're stronger this time. Deep diver, diving into tasks. Diving into the tasks that you can change. Not doing things half-hearted. And lost compass, getting back to integrity. So whatever it is, it matches my colour palette. Whatever it is you're facing, getting back into integrity. Remember that we are an energetic being, so what comes out of us comes into us. And that's your reading for today. So the universe wants you to know many things. Some of this reading could have resonated, all of it, none of it, doesn't matter. Thanks for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.